What's going on? Decided to do a little live today, and hopefully this is not going to jam because it looks like it's jamming. Moving stuff around. Yeah, I just decided to come in here and do a live real quick since I had extra time. Decided to hang up my little banner over there for our paintball team. Hey, what's going on? But yeah, I decided to hang up the paintball team's banner in here to just give it something else for right now. How's the tattoo? Oh, the tattoo's good. It's healing up nicely. So I went to a tattoo shop that had a apprentice that needed to work with some real skin instead of the fake skin. So I went ahead and got me a hatchet man put on my leg. But it's healing up nice and it looks good. So it help him out, get him his practice on doing his lines and color and stuff like that. It was to help him out. So what's going on, Kenworth Ryder? How have you been? Hans, yeah, it's been a long time. You've been missing the lives. I've done a couple of them. But yeah, I got my own room to do this in now, so like it's gonna be a little bit better. I'm hoping that the audio's better right now. The AC unit over there is on, and I don't know if y'all are getting a lot of feedback from that, but I have sooner or later I'm gonna go ahead and put up some of these to deaden the sound from over there because I'm in my little my guest bedroom downstairs. Like we went ahead and emptied it out, so I don't have no more guest bedroom, and I turned it into my little office. And my wife painted all the walls, so I'm gonna have to put those things up so there's not a bunch of echo because I think that I'm still getting echo in here, probably for sure. Let's go trucking with Jake says you should get flames coming off of him, right? But Hans, yeah, I'm still at Prime. I'm still over here training and teaching people how to drive trucks and stuff like that. I'm still over here doing it. They, I have I have a lot of students coming right now to become instructors, so that's pretty cool. Like having your students come out here and become trainers themselves. A lot of them are at least guys that just want to do TNT, but still, it's helping out because we need some good TNT drivers out there. I mean, we got a lot of good TNT drivers, but it's always good to have more because right now, like I feel like a lot of my students have been waiting a while to get a trainer and stuff for TNT, or they're going home till they get a TNT trainer, and stuff like that. So it's going to be a lot better now that some of my students are taking the class and stuff, to become trainers themselves. Drake and Mountain Dew go run off. Doing great, 4 months away from retirement and playing the Kool-Aid Club. Oh, cool. Kenworth about to reach 4 months from retirement. Good. That's real good. Oh, Hans, you quit OTR and went to local, and you're making more money. Oh, that's rare. Usually, whenever people go OTR, they make less money. So, but that's real good. If you're making more money and now you're local, that's awesome. But going from OTR to local is going to be a big change. Like, especially if you're married and stuff like that, your wife she's used to you being gone all the time, and now you're home every day. I'm sure she really appreciates that. I know my wife, if I'm home a lot, since I've been over the road, if I'm home a lot more, she's all like, man, will you get out of the house? You're driving me nuts. So she had to get used to me coming home more. You're saying you're making 1,900 a month, and then you said a week. So 1,900 a month, a week. Either way, as long as it's working for you, out good for you, man, that's great. Like, keep it up. I'm starting to get back in the swing of things since I've been burnt. I've been getting back on the paintball field, man. We've been playing some paintball. We've been having a good time with it. Hopefully I can get into a tournament soon, because it's time I get up into the paintball tournaments again. It's a lot of fun playing in the tournaments and stuff like that. And if anyone's ever in Springfield and they want to come play paintball, like, hit one of us up. We'll try to make sure that you get down there to come play paintball with us, unless we're practicing for a tournament. If we're practicing for a tournament, we might have trouble coming and get you and stuff like that, because we have to do work for the team and get ready for the tournament. But a lot of times we're out there just playing recreational, and sometimes we can bring you out there to practice with us. So you can come out there, and sometimes it's not a serious practice, and it's right here in Springfield, and it's in Stafford at the paintball outpost. So, we'll go out there and we'll play for fun out there, and it's not too serious. But if we're traveling out of town, we went to Bailey's Battlefield this weekend, and it was a lot of fun. So we had a lot of fun out there at Bailey's. It was the first time they put up their airball field. So we went and played on their new airball field. And then sometimes we go and practice in Monette at Kick and Paintball. And that's a good place to practice right there. It's like it's indoor, so if it's really cold outside or it's raining and stuff like that, it's a great place. But in the summertime, they don't have no AC in there, and it is super hot. Kenworth says, hope to come to Springfield for training and meet you. Oh, for sure, Kenworth. Once you get here, man, I'm out the pad. Like, right now, I've been working nights, so like, if you're coming in a couple months after you retire, then like, I'll be at working nights. So you'll have to come out there late in the evening to see me. Han said, anyone heard how Kiersey's doing? No, I have not heard how Kiersey's doing. Captain Banana, I was asking him the other day, but he said she's taking it hard, but she's doing better, So, like, I haven't got with her and I haven't talked to her to see how she's doing. But, a loss in the family, that's never good. Right now, that COVID stuff is pretty bad too. Like, a lot of people are going out on COVID right now. So, like, I'm really thinking about going ahead and getting that vaccination, but I don't want to, and I don't know. I don't want to get vaccinated, but I'm looking at it like, you know what? Too many people are getting this vaccinations or not getting it, and they're getting sick and they're real bad off. Like, I'm thinking about just getting it and, go ahead and taking the vaccination, because I can see it sooner or later. They're probably going to force everyone to take it, because the simple fact is, like, some of these shippers and receivers now, they're starting to require that. So, if they're requiring that, you can't come on our property unless you have it. Then, how are we going to get the loads if we don't have the vaccine and stuff like that? It's just a way for them to force us into it, which isn't a big deal. Like, I mean, it sucks that you're going to get forced into doing it. What's going on, Frank? Oh, not much. Just kicking it over here, man. It's been a while, dude. You should call me sometime. I'm always up at night, so if you're out there night riding, then definitely call me, bro. Like I'm out there on the pad at night and in the evening. Some days I'm like if I'm testing the next morning, I'm not out there as late. Probably like 10 o'clock's the latest I stay, maybe 11 on the nights I'm testing. And the nights I have loads the next day, I don't stay out there too long. I got a load on Monday and Tuesday, so I got two loads coming up. So I'll be running two loads, and I'm gonna take two of my students. I'm gonna take one student on Monday, and I'm gonna take the other one on Tuesday. But we're gonna go run those loads, and they're gonna get some real life experience and stuff like that of what it's like to deliver a load, drive through cities, drive on the interstate. It's good stuff though. It's not that far. It's just up to Kansas City, and then the other one's up to St. Louis. So, it'll be enough driving experience for like a load. The one in Kansas City is real tight. The one in St. Louis is really easy. So, you know, uh, Frank has left. Teleport Transport has left Prime, and he's doing his own thing, and he's actually has some YouTube videos of like food reviews and stuff. I think he's doing mukbang in his truck, where you listen to him eat and he tells you how good his food is. So he says, I got you. Teleport Transport says, I got you. Stopped in Florida rest area. What's that say? Oh, been super busy. We're moving the family to Florida, packing and getting the house ready for sale. But I'll hit you up. Oh, wow, you're moving to Florida. I guess you're leaving the Jersey life. Well, shoot, you definitely got to hit me up and tell me why you're moving to Florida for sure. Because Florida's cost of living still high, man. I would have went somewhere cheaper. You should have moved here to Springfield, bro. You could have been in the middle of the country pretty much. But hey, that's good, man. You go enjoy the beaches and stuff when you move to Florida. Right, Matt Orr. What's going on, Matt? Matt was one of my students. He's out there doing good from what I know. He has a Matt has he's doing a lease, but from like I haven't heard him complain about it at all. No, Matt, I'm not moving to Florida. Heck no. Cost of living's too high in Florida. I don't want to go and pay that much money for a house. Like my house right here, right now in Florida, probably cost me like, I don't know, it probably cost me $1 million or more if I picked up this house and moved it to Florida. I'm not moving to Florida. I'm happy right here in Missouri. I do miss Texas though. I really do miss living in Texas. But since I was here all the time in Springfield, my wife said, we're moving to Missouri. And I was like, okay. So we moved up here, and it gets me home more. It really does. Living off of I-44 helps out because you can pretty much get home a lot easier. So living right off of I-44, you can just it's a lot easier to hit the house instead of when you're over the road, instead of like having to go out of the way to go home and stuff. Because I was living down in Lubbock, south of Amarillo, and the 40 was the closest thing, but I would have to go like 2 to 3 hours out of the way just to get home for like a stop by. I'm not talking about home time. Home time, you just put in for your home time and you get to go home. So Teleport says, doing real good, making the money. That's why we're going to Florida. Plus, good for my. Oh, this pop-up screen just popped up. We're going to Florida. Plus, good for my. I think his wife's line of work. Yeah, but Florida's cost of living's high, bro. You just want to live on the beach. Frank, you going to Disneyland every week? I can see Frank right now just move to Florida, and every day he wears Mickey Mouse ears all over the place. He's that guy. He's a funny guy. That's probably like what he's gonna do is he's gonna be wearing his Mickey Mouse ears everywhere he goes, all the time. Kenworth says he lives in Florida too. What is on Brian's mind? Hey, what's going on? Yeah, right, Frank. You'll be in flip flops all the time in Florida. Like you gotta wear more shorts, bro. It ain't like we don't wear shorts every day, but you better grab some more pairs because you ain't gonna need pants anymore in Florida. It's just shorts and flip flops all the time. It's probably the law down there. If you get caught wearing like a business suit, they're gonna lock you up in Florida. Martina says, what mileage do you have to be in to stop by the house? If you have time on the load, like I've never had them like trip out about me going a little bit out of the route to go home, like a couple hours and stuff like that. Like I still made my load there on time and I didn't have no problems, but like they never told me nothing about going out of route to go home for like a little while. Like I had a load with an extra day on it, so I went home for like something like 10 hours, probably like a 10-hour break. I went home. So I was home for about 10 hours, and then I came back to the truck and slept for like 6 hours, and then I took off. So I was there a total of like 16 hours, and then I took off and made it the rest of the way to California. But they never have told me nothing about that. Like I haven't heard of anyone getting in trouble for going home like that. Kenworth Ryder says he's 10 minutes from the beach. Right, 10 minutes from the beach, man, just up the street. And then, like, what I hear from people in Florida is that they don't even go to the beach much. Like, they live right by the beach, but they never, ever go to the beach. That's what I hear a lot. And then people, also in Florida, it seems like everybody has a swimming pool in their backyard with nets around it to keep the bugs off of them. Yo, Daniel should get some flatbed securement videos on your channel. If you know anybody who does that, can explain to your viewers. Yeah, that's a good idea. I know some flatbedders, so like that would be a good idea to get the flatbedder to go ahead and help me out with that. I know the perfect flatbedder, get that done. Kenworth Ryder says, I live 6 miles off I-95, so it will be good for me. I have a pool. Yeah, see, most people, like I said, man, most people in Florida, they don't even go to the beach because they got a pool in their backyard. Teleport says, I'm looking into step deck stuff right now. When I get a chance, I'm switching over. Want to learn some of the specialized stuff. Hey, that's more experience for you. That like doing stuff like that. That's more experience. Anything to get you more experience out here. Like the knowledge is power. So the more stuff you can learn like that, the better off you're gonna be. There was a glare on the screen, so I moved it. But yeah, like Kenworth says, I also have enough room to park the truck and trailer there too. Yeah, as long as it's on some concrete, like it'll be good. But like in Florida, from what I understand and what I've seen, is you don't want to have any tires off of the freaking asphalt in Florida because you will sink. Which I don't understand, but like it looks like some solid ground, but I guess it's a real sandy or something, so it sinks. I seen a tanker one time in Florida and it sunk into the ground and flipped over. I don't even remember what they were hauling. I think it was like some milk or something like that. I can't even remember, but it wasn't nothing hazardous, but it was parked. No, it wasn't in a rest stop. It was on the side of the road. It was parked on the side of the road, and it was setting on the side of the road, and it sunk into the ground, and it caused it to flip over. Which I was all like, "Wow, that's not good." It's swampland, yeah, yeah. It's a swamp. But yeah, I wouldn't like Florida. Florida would be good because at least you won't have to deal with the winter. Hey, teleport. You can get rid of that Hummer. You don't need it no more. You can sell your Hummer because you don't need the 4-wheel drive to get through the snow no more. You can buy like regular cars now instead of that tank with the 4-wheel drive to get through the snow and stuff. But yeah, I had two of my guys passed their test this week. Big John and the East Side Boy, they both passed their test this week. It was pretty good. They like the other students were out there, and they're all like, "I knew you were gonna pass, man. You were whipping that back and in." And I was all like, "Yeah, that's how I train." So like, it was awesome to see my two of my guys flexing on everybody. They both passed real good, low amount of points on the drive and everything. So like, they were awesome. Oh, right. Teleport says that he needs his Hummer still to stay away from those hurricanes. Yeah. Whenever the highway's backed up and everyone's waiting there in traffic, you can drive your Hummer off the side of the road and just go around everything. I guess. Kenworth says, I have a owner op north of me and a Milton Transport south of me. My trucking venture, hey, what's up? I'm thinking of going to Prime soon. I have an orientation set up next month. Hey, that's good. Come on out here. Yeah, Prime is to me, Prime is a great company, so like, we definitely, like, you're not guaranteed a CDL here. I'll say that first off, because a lot of people come here and they're all like, man, I'm guaranteed to get a CDL. Prime's not guaranteeing you a CDL. It takes work from you. So if you come up here with the mindset of, I'm going to do work, I'm going to study, I'm going to, take care of my business, I'm going to get my CDL, then you'll be fine. Whenever you have problems is whenever you think that Prime is going to give you a CDL and you're all like, I don't have to study pre-trip because guess what? I'm guaranteed a CDL. That's not true. You're not guaranteed nothing here. Oh, okay. So you have a CDL but not much experience. Where'd you get your CDL from, if you don't mind me asking? I drove for 8 months in 2019 from Stevens. Okay. Yeah, Prime has you take a eight back in 2019. Yeah, Prime's gonna make you. They're gonna make you do like a little eval. It's not really a test, but it's done by the examiner, so people call it a test. But realistically, it's an eval. So they're gonna put you with probably the in-house people. More than likely, they'll put you with the in-house people, and they're gonna teach you how to like do some backing and stuff like that, and take you on some drives and make sure that you're safe and you're gonna pass your eval, and then you're gonna take the little eval. You're still gonna have to study the engine compartment and the in cab, but the rest of it you don't have to really study. So it'll make it a lot easier because it's a way shorter pre-trip. You study the engine compartment and the in cab. That's your pre-trip part. Your backing is either they'll let you back into a spot over there on the side of the pad between some trailers and stuff, or they'll let you go on the pad and do a straight line back and offset, and then either a parallel or a alley dock, whatever you pick, whatever they taught you or whatever you wanted to do. And then after that, you go on a drive, and it's a different drive. It's a different drive. It goes different places, but I don't even know where it goes. But they told me it was different than the test drive. I don't know if that's good or bad. It feels like a longer drive though. So usually the CDL guys are out for like 30 minutes worth of drive, and the test guys, they're only out for like 20 minutes. So it seems like they take you on a longer drive since it's the eval. I don't know if it is 100%, but it feels like it. But yeah, it's not bad. It's the eval. It's nothing serious. Kenworth says Stefan came from Stevens, and Crazy Bags trained him. Got you. Yes, they require me to start from zero. Yeah, for sure. PSD and TNT. Yeah, and you know, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing because you'll whenever it comes to TNT, since you're doing the PSD part 2, it's going to knock off some of the mileage, because realistically, if you come here with a CDL already, they make you do on TNT. They'll let you skip the PSD part, but you'll have to do like an extra 10,000 miles of TNT, so you'll be doing 40,000 instead of 10,000. But if you go through the PSD process, then they knock that 10,000 off, and you only have to do 30K. So it's kind of good that you get to do the eval. Plus, if you're feeling like rusty, or you might be, I don't know if I can still drive like I used to, it's a good thing to take that refresher course before you go out there and do it. What's going on, driver lineup? Driver lineup says, will I make less than 10,000 a week as a solo lease and still be home every weekend? Thinking of switching to Prime, but wanted to know if the expectations are real. 10,000 a week as a solo, man. I don't know about lease. I don't know about lease, but that's a high number. That's a high number. I'm not gonna say it's not doable, because somebody's gonna be like, "Look, I did 10,000 one week," and then some people are gonna be like, "No, that's not even close." I wouldn't think that is that high, but yeah, I figured you were just messing with me. But I was all like, "Dude, I don't know. You want me to lie to you and say, yep, I don't know nothing about lease." Like, I know some stuff about lease, but as for how much they make and stuff like that, I have no idea, because for some reason, like, I hear lease guys say, "Oh, I make this much money," and then another lease guy is going to come up and he's going to be like, "Hey, what about after your truck payment? What about after this? What about after that? What about after that? Is that like straight to your pocket, or is that this? How much of it are you putting into taxes?" Like, I'm confused. I'm like, y'all ask too many questions. Didn't he just say he made this much money last week? Like, but yeah, that's what I have in mind, thinking of speaking to someone when I get there to see if I can get advice through the process quicker. If the faster you get through it is because you're listening more. Like, that's the best advice I can give you, is whenever your trainer or whoever's teaching you is telling you something, just listen, pay attention to them, because you just, like, the more you learn by listening, the better off you're going to be. The students that I have the hardest time with, they don't listen to what I say. I could be like, hey, drive straight up between those two cones right there, and all day long they're driving all over the place, and I'm like, dude, like, how hard is it to drive to the middle of two cones? Or I'll be like, look at that line right there on the ground, and they'll be like, this, the sky's blue. I said nothing about the sky. All right. Driver lineup, I need to come to your studio sometime, man. I'm healed up. Now I can come to your studio. I'll come check it out sometime. So I'm like doing a lot better. Uh, Teleport says not doubtable with constant, maybe once in a while on a banging week. Yeah, on a good week, I could see like some lease trucks making that. I've heard like stories of guys making more than that too, but they were all like, man, it just worked out perfect, and I carried a load from the week before, stuff like that. So it really wasn't 1 week. It was really probably a couple days before the week and the rest of the week. My average was 1,350 a week, home time included, and I'm not ashamed to say that. Solo. I don't pretend it was road paved with gold, but it was great money. That was an average of 2,350 miles. That's not bad. 1,350, but well, you're including home time. It is included, so that's pretty good if you're including home time, because whenever I take home time, the truck ain't moving, so it's like, I can't count it. Like, I don't count it. I'm just like, oh, I'm a company driver. I make an average of, whenever I'm out there solo, of anywhere from bad weeks like 800 to really good weeks 1,200, 1,300. So like, I wouldn't know how to figure it up with hey, all these weeks added together minus my home time, and I made this. That's including home time. Like, I don't know. Those weeks I went home, my checks would be like $400 or $500. Like, not the best, not the greatest, but I still got something when I went home. But as a company driver, I'm only going home 4 days. So whenever driver lineup goes home, he's probably taking a week off, or maybe even a little bit more. So, if you take that into account, hey, did he take 2 weeks off? So that's probably even more money he made each week. My trucking says most definitely those numbers are solid. Yeah, he said he takes 7 to 10 days. So, that's way more home time than I take. I just don't like, even whenever I was over the road, I just never understood why the lease guys always take a week off, a week plus off, because I'm out here trying to make money, and like whenever I take 4 days off, the first day I run around and get all my errands ran, and like I take care of all the stuff I needed to, and then the next few days is just fun time with the family and enjoying myself. By the third day that night, I'm all like, man, I'm ready to get back on the road, because like I'm doing all this stuff. I'm tired. I want to get back in the truck so I can rest. It's pretty bad whenever you're all like, man, I want to get back in the truck so I can rest, because like I'm doing all kinds of stuff, and like I'm running wild. Like I'm walking a ton and stuff. Like we're going to the movies, then we go to dinner, then we go here, and I'm spending a lot of money. Like I'm having a good time. By day 4, I'm like, man, I should have left this morning. So day 4, I'm just like chilling all day, just relaxing. Like, hey, I'm leaving out tomorrow. Get all my laundry and stuff like that done. Get everything loaded onto the truck. Maybe clean up the truck some, stuff like that. And then by day 5, I'm gone. Like I'm already like day 4, I'm usually hitting up the fleet manager too. So like I'm kind of working. I'm all like, hey, can I get a load? So I think that being like 7 days off and 7 to 10 days off, like I think I'd just be like, what do I do with these extra days off? I think it's too much for me. Like I think I would. I'm like I'm like a real dedicated to my work kind of person. Like I like to go and I don't know. I'm a strange cat, man. Like I could right now as a PSD trainer, I could work less. I really could work less, but I try to give my students as much as I can. So I'm working longer hours and stuff. Hey, Kiersey, how's it going? Sorry for your loss. And we were just talking about you earlier. Everybody was asking how you were doing. So are you back on the road yet, or are you still home? Let us know. Right? Driver Lino says now that he runs a team truck, it's mostly money, though. Yeah, for sure. And that's like anyone that anyone that's out here on the road and stuff. I say make the most money you can. So like, say you're a solo guy. I try to tell my solo students that come out here, I'm all like, hey, it's time to make money. Like you are away from home. Like make as much as you can. Be vicious with it. Like if your fleet manager doesn't have you a pre-plan, hit them up. Hey, can I get a pre-plan? Like like, man, stopping the truck. My fleet manager, he could not stand me. I bet because like whenever I was running a team truck and we didn't have a load and we didn't get a pre-plan and I just delivered my load and still didn't have a pre-plan and I'm sitting there waiting. I give them about 10 minutes and or till I got to a truck stop to park. Hey, where's my load? Where's my load? And I'd send them a message all the time and like, hey, I need a load. I need a load. Sorry, that was my Ring doorbell. They're dropping off a package at the front door. Yep, that's what that is. But yeah, it's where was I at? See, I squirreled on y'all, man. Like that, I got that ADD stuff, man. Phone went off, boom, there, I'm gone. So I'm back. But Kirsty says, "Well, thank you. I'm still in New Jersey, dealing with the problems and an insane sibling that's who isn't helping." Yeah, we're sorry for your loss. I hope that you get everything handled down there and you're able to grieve everything and get back on your feet or get back out here. Hi, Kenworth. I never don't have a load. And by 7:08 a.m., my fleet manager will message me, "When are you ready for a load?" If I was in the shop. Yeah, oh, the shop was the worst thing, man. Like whenever I got stuck in the shop, oh, I couldn't stand being in the shop. Like, get me out the shop. I gotta go run miles. I gotta go make loads. Like, it's time to make some money. I wish Prime would have headed from Florida back when I got my CDL. Oh, was hiring from Florida back when you got your CDL. Yeah, you must have got it during the time that we weren't hiring nobody from there. Oh, Kiersey's asked me how I'm doing. I'm better. Like I'm healing up fine. I got some dark spots and stuff. It's probably going to be permanent, but I'm doing a lot better. Like I'm healing up great. Thanks for asking too. No hippie Dan making enough money to chill at home. Hey, I'm doing good out here. I'm not gonna lie. Training pays the bills. Like I'm doing real good. I'm not struggling. Seeing any flooding up there, Kiersey? Kenworth says, I feel your plant. Your plan, Kiersey. I had to deal with that. My dad passing 3 years ago. Yeah, my dad. Whenever I was 50, my dad passed away. When I was 50, when my dad turned 50, he passed away, and I was like 26. Like it, and whenever that happened, my mom, she couldn't do nothing. Like it seemed like I was the one that did everything. I had his obituary wrote. I had the service. I talked to the preacher. I did the service. Like I did everything. I had a giant picture printed out of him. Like I took care of the cremation stuff. Like we took care of everything. Like my mom was just like down and out. So like it's pretty hard, especially being the one that has to step up and the other one can't help. And it's because, Kiersey, it's probably because your siblings like dealing with it real rough, you know. I mean, some people grieve different ways. Like some of us, we're gonna pick up and do what we have to do to get it done, and some of us just break down. So, it happens. No Hippie says I'm up here wishing Salt Lake City had a functional cafeteria. They still don't get that cafeteria up and running. I heard that they couldn't find people to work there. I wonder why. It's kind of strange. Like you can't find people needing jobs. Just go grab some of those homeless guys out there, man. There's a whole bunch of homeless people right now begging for money and stuff like it. This is the worst homeless situation I've ever seen. Like there is a ton of people living out here on the sides of the road and stuff begging for money now. Like it's getting bad. And then you drive through town and everybody has help wanted signs like, hey, help wanted, I need help, I need people to work here. Like what's going on with that? Oh man, mac and cheese bites. That's what I miss about the food truck not being at the pad anymore. Like the food truck, they're shorthanded at the cafeteria here in Springfield too, so they haven't had the food truck to the pad in a long time. And I was ordering those mac and cheese bites like crazy. The jalapeno mac and cheese bites, man, I love those. Yeah, no one wants to work. Convenience stores are giving away sign bonuses up there in Jersey. Yeah, nobody wants to work right now. I just don't get it. They'd rather hold a sign on the side of the road. Yeah, those things are the bomb though. Those mac and cheese bites, I love them. Like I dip mine in some ranch. I like to dip it in some ranch. To me, it's good without the ranch. In fact, my wife, she liked to whenever I was doing when I before I set myself on fire, she would come up there, be like, "Hey, let's go eat at the food truck," and I'm all like, "Really? I just ate at the food truck yesterday," but she would want those jalapeno bites again. Big, if you've been to Big Whiskeys, they have like their version of it, and it's pretty good too. It's real good, but Big Whiskey has it as an appetizer if you ever been there. Okay, well, Jenna talked to Matt, health and fitness, and he's gonna try to get Kavana in the company store. Chavana, I don't even know what that is. But speaking of the health and fitness, the Prime Health and Fitness stuff, that guy, he's actually posted our primetime paintball on his Facebook page and like told people about it. We're trying to get a something like a shuttle. We're thinking about asking for like a shuttle to, people stuck here on the weekend, get them a shuttle to take up to like the paintball field and let people go play paintball for fun whenever they're here at the terminal and they're stuck at the weekend. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. We haven't even asked yet, but that would be really cool. Get some more people out there to the paintball field and play some games with us. But you made me remember that because you talked about the health and fitness person. I think it would be cool that like get a shuttle that just runs up there ever so often so we can get more people out there playing. It's a lot of fun. I gotta go. I just want to show some love to my Prime family. Love y'all. Be safe. Yeah, Kiersey, we appreciate you stopping by. I hope you get everything fixed over there. We're all sorry for your loss, and we're all thinking about you and keeping you in our prayers. So just keep your head up. That's all you can do. Uh, I supplement for breakfast, lunch, and eat regular dinner. What is it, like a meal replacement? No hippie said take a shuttle to Chicago and make it realistic. Yeah, right. We'll get one of those Chicago buses and use that for a shuttle up there. Have y'all seen the new shuttles, by the way? Like I seen my student was complaining about it. He goes, they got these new shuttles and they hold half of the people the old one used to. And then I saw some of these shuttles and they're real short and real small. I'm like, why are we getting smaller shuttles when we have more students coming in than like before? Like we moved to a smaller shuttle. Like I don't understand that. Oh, it's a shake kind of thing, like some Slim Fast. See, I'm drinking Mountain Dew. Put some Carvana in there, it might make it better. I'm probably saying it wrong, anyways. But yeah, it's a shake thing. Yeah, I just woke up, so I didn't just wake up. I've been up for like an hour and a half. Went and had lunch, and then I couldn't go back to sleep because I have to be up. I was trying to wake up at 3 p.m. and then go up to the terminal and work with my students at 4, but I couldn't fall back to sleep, so I just been up. They're great. Some recipes on that side, and they're great. Yeah, I know I'm murdering the name. Lyle, you'll have to call me and tell me how to say it once I get off of here. That way, if we ever talk about this again, I'll know how to say it. Backwoods, what's up? Oh, is that why? Backwoods says smaller shuttle, less people in the same area. COVID. Well, you think that they would just limit the number of people getting on there, like instead of getting a smaller shuttle, because that just makes it look like everyone's closer. But I could see that, but it wasn't a good idea. Like I seen that shuttle come in, and I was like, wow, they weren't playing. That's a small shuttle. But I hope they kept the old ones, the bigger ones, because we still need them. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, driver lineup. You take care, brother. It was good hearing from you. But maybe that's right. Maybe it's a smaller shuttle because less people on it because of this COVID stuff. I'm tired of dealing with this COVID stuff. I can't wait till it's over with. Can we just get back to normal? Maybe. Yeah, and Springfield right now is a hot spot for COVID. So everybody coming here, like, make sure y'all are washing y'all's hands and being safe. I'm not like I don't believe that if you're outside standing there by yourself and nobody's around you, you should be wearing a mask because that's a little ridiculous. But if you're inside a building or you're like in close quarters, maybe wear your mask. And I'm guilty of not wearing it. Like I'm real guilty of it. I've been trying to wear it anytime I go into the terminal or the places like that. You guys in Springfield are just whistling through the graveyard, right? But yeah, like from what I understand, like we have we're this area right here. This area right here is like the hottest in the nation for COVID. Like, so that sucks. I don't know why it's so bad here either, but I don't know. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm just tired of the COVID thing. Like, I'm ready to get past this so everything can get back to normal and we don't have to be germaphobes. I thought I was the only germaphobe out here. I'll be in Springfield soon. Need to get a good steak. Definitely. I got no hippie. I got 2 loads to do. So hopefully you're not here on Monday and Tuesday because I for sure got those 2 loads I have to go do. So I got a load on. I asked for some extra loads to get some more revenue on my truck. So I got me 2 loads to go do, and it's great experience for my students. So like, I'm gonna take them with me. I'm gonna take one on one day and one on another day, and we're gonna go run these tire loads, and let them see what it's kind of like delivering somewhere. Let them kind of see what it's like pulling a loaded trailer. And those tire loads, they're not even that heavy. Like, I never take them I never have to slide the tandems, and I never have to take it to no weigh station. I've never had a heavy tire load. The ones we're getting, anyways, they're not heavy. Oh, you won't be here that soon? Before I started the live, I saw that you did a new video, so I need to watch it. Do more students stay on the yard or go out with trainers? I think more students go out with trainers than stay on the yard and do local. That's what I believe. Because we have a ton of trainers. Like, we have so many trainers. If all the trainers were here in Missouri, here in Springfield at the yard at once, we wouldn't be able to get no pad time, period. Oh, my internet's skipping. That sucks. It says my Wi-Fi is good. Yes, it says my Wi-Fi is good and it says I'm connected. We've been having a lot of power outages in my neighborhood, so it's good on your end. Same here. But yeah, those what we do with the tires is we go pick up. Well, we grab an empty trailer, we drive it over there, and then we drop off the empty, and we pick up the loaded trailer and bring it right back to Springfield. So we take the scrap tires, like tires that are no good, or maybe they're just tires that expired. Like, you learn something new. Your tires can expire. They can actually sit on the shelf in a warehouse for too long and expire. Your tires have expiration dates because they dry rot and stuff. So we take all those tires. You'll get a trailer of those expired tires, and you're all like, man, these tires are all brand new. Still got the sticker on them, but really they're no good because they've been sitting there too long. Take it over there, and EcoShred runs it through their machine, shreds that stuff up, spits it all into a container. Then it goes into another one that shreds it all up, and then they make rubber mulch out of it, and they make AstroTurf and all kinds of stuff out of it. So it's pretty cool. Got to run, eat at the cafe. Eat in the closed cafe and get some sleep. All right, no hippie, get some rest, man. Y'all be safe out there on the road. Kenwer says that was a grab rap video today. I only watched part of it. I watched part of it, and then I was like, oh, I watched part of it, and then my wife said there's some breakfast in there, and I went and got breakfast. So I need to watch the rest of it. Jason Cody said, enjoyed watching you guys doing paintball yesterday. Oh, cool. Yeah, we were out there at Bailey's Battlefield. It was fun out there too. Like I had fun out there. Nice group of people, no arguing, no bickering, stuff like that. So, but hey, it's been like almost an hour worth of a live stream. I'm gonna get out of here. Until next time, everyone be safe out there over the road. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. All right. Watch my other videos, please. But you all take care out there, and y'all be safe over the road.